Hey folks, this is Riker with a midweek gaming news update video because this news just can't wait until the weekend. Activision Blizzard just had its Q3 earnings call and a couple of bombshells were dropped on us. First, Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2 are being delayed. And one of Blizzard's new co-leaders, Jen Oneal, is already leaving the company after only 3 months in her new leadership position. I believe the professional industry term for this is big yikes. Discussion timestamps as well as links to sources can be found in the video description. But just before we jump in, a quick word from this video's sponsor, QUITS, which is all about keeping your hair. Just shave your head is the most common advice given to men who are balding, and it's great advice, but let's face it, the shaved head look is not for everyone. And there's also nothing wrong with just enjoying having hair. But about 2/3 of men will experience some form of male pattern baldness by the time they reach 35. There's no magic cure for baldness, but there are common preventative steps to stop it from progressing and keep the hair you have, including FDA-approved medications. The key is to start before it's all gone and to be consistent. QUITS is a subscription service that focuses on making it easier and more affordable for men to treat their male pattern baldness, all from the comfort of their home. With QUITS, you get automated shipping and delivery straight to your home every 3 months, and they offer generic brand versions of the FDA-approved medications, which makes it more affordable. They also offer online doctor consultations with a board-certified physician who can review your information and recommend the right treatment plan for you. So, if you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to QUITS.com/Riker or click the link in the description to receive 50% off your first order. That's KEEPS.com/RHYKKER. Alright, so first off, Activision Blizzard held its third quarter earnings call, sharing with investors how things have been going, how they anticipate things will go in the near future. And as part of this legally mandated transparency, the company had to inform shareholders that Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2 will not be contributing to 2022's earnings, whereas they were previously suggesting to shareholders that 2022 would be a very good year. In their SEC filing, the company states, quote, "We are now planning for a later launch for our Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4 titles than originally expected, in order to provide the development teams the extra time they need to deliver the experiences that their communities deserve, and to set the franchises up for success over a multi-year period. As a result, we will not have the financial uplift that we had expected next year from the release of these 2 titles." Now, given both these games have suffered leadership shakeups this year, this isn't exactly surprising, but it does confirm that Blizzard was targeting 2022 as the release year for these 2 games. Overwatch game director Jeff Kaplan left Blizzard in spring of this year, as did production director Julia Humphreys, and executive producer Chaco Sonny left Blizzard after the harassment scandal began. On the Diablo 4 front, Diablo 4 game director Luis Barriga and lead game designer Jesse McCree were exited from Blizzard during the scandal. Diablo Immortal is still on track to release in the first half of 2022, and Diablo 2 Resurrected seems to have done well for Blizzard as they attribute the game for their strong Q3 results. While they didn't give exact numbers of copies sold, they did say that its first week sales beat the first week sales of any other remaster they've done. And year over year, Blizzard made $82 million more in Q3 of 2021 than in Q3 of 2020. So as a very rough first approximation, if you want to just equate that $82 million to pure D2R sales, at $40 a pop, that comes out to about 2 million units sold. Again, that's a super rough estimate that doesn't take into account a million different factors, but it's the best we can do. But this wasn't the only bombshell dropped. Remember how last week I reported that Vicarious Visions would be losing its name as it's being fully integrated into Blizzard, and I said, now, the former head of Vicarious Visions was even currently promoted to co-leader of Blizzard. This just feels like a wasted opportunity. That's squandering the goodwill that Vicarious Visions has built up. Oh. Yep, Jen Oneal announced that she's stepping down as co-leader of Blizzard, effective immediately. And she's going to leave the company entirely by the end of the year. This leaves Mike Ibarra, who was elected co-leader of Blizzard at the same time as her, the sole leader of Blizzard. In a message posted on the Blizzard website, Oneal said, quote, "I am doing this not because I am without hope for Blizzard, quite the opposite. I'm inspired by the passion of everyone here, working towards meaningful, lasting change with their whole hearts. This energy has inspired me to step out and explore how I can do more to have games and diversity intersect, and hopefully make a broader industry impact that will benefit Blizzard and other studios as well. While I'm not totally sure what form that will take, I am excited to embark on a new journey to find out. I mean, she's indirectly saying that she needs to leave Blizzard in order to have an impact that will benefit Blizzard. And she's confirming that she doesn't even have another job lined up yet, so it's not like she's leaving because she found a better offer somewhere, some opportunity has come up. She's has to still figure it out. Her message altogether speaks very positively of Blizzard. Again, I'll link the full thing in the description, there's a lot more words. But it's just difficult to interpret her departure as not reflecting poorly on Blizzard, no matter how positive her messaging is. Jen Oneal began her career in the gaming industry in the late 90s, and it wasn't long after that she started working at Vicarious Visions, with her first game under Vicarious launching in 2005, which was the same year that Activision bought the studio. Oneal became studio head of Vicarious Visions after the original founders left in late 2016, and then when Activision moved Vicarious Visions into a subdivision of Blizzard in January of this year, Oneal was promoted to Executive Vice President of Development at Blizzard. Then in August of this year, after Blizzard President J. Allen Brack was likely forced to step down, Oneal and Mike Ibarra were promoted to co-leaders of Blizzard. And now, after more than 20 years in the video game industry, most of which were under Activision, she seems to be leaving the industry entirely after less than a year of working at Blizzard. Now, Oneal is also a board member of the nonprofit organization Women in Games International, and as part of her departure, Activision Blizzard has offered to make a $1 million grant to the organization. She's basically sticking around long enough to help guide that money. But Oneal wasn't the only departure announced this week. On Monday, Amy Dunham, technical director at Blizzard, announced she was leaving the company, and her chain of tweets form a rather scathing indictment of Blizzard. She began by tweeting on Monday, quote, "I'm leaving Blizzard. Love to everyone who had to endure being the only X in the room, staring at a sea of overrepresented faces. Love to everyone involved with hashtag a better ABK. A better ABK is the proto-unionization effort of employees of Activision Blizzard." Then after Jen Oneal announced her departure, Dunham tweeted, quote, "Jen leaving Blizzard is heartbreaking. I mean absolute love for her and her choice, and I genuinely respect the hell out of her. She is a world-class leader. She was also the one thing out of the entire year that made me hopeful for the company. Look at who a company puts in a decision-making capacity over its core business. For a brief period in 2020, there were 3 women in leadership of game dev teams at Blizzard, that is, in equal to or greater than director roles. They were Julia, Jen, and me. And Julia here refers to Julia Humphreys, who we spoke about earlier, the Overwatch production director. And all 3 of us were the first women to ever serve in our specific roles. And we were also the most senior women in the company for our respective disciplines. All left this year. Before you make commitments to recruit more women, usually at entry level where people have less choice to turn down opportunities, figure out and fix why all of your senior women choose to leave." Wow. That's a powerful message. And on that note, that's where we'll wrap up this video because I can't follow that. But do be sure to have checked out my last video discussing the server update for D2 Resurrected, as well as the Vicarious Vision name rebranding. Thanks for watching. Special thanks to my Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube supporters for making these videos possible. If you like what you see on this channel and want to support the creation of more content, you can consider pledging on YouTube or Patreon and unlocking behind-the-scenes content, monthly virtual hangouts, and more. If you enjoyed this video, please share it, check out these other videos, and subscribe to join Rikers Raiders for more gaming content.